All right, everybody on the radar. I got my guy, Deante Hitchcock here.
Coming
Better
with it.
album out now.
Yes, sir. Yes,
First of
sir.
all, man, congrats. I want to tell
Thank
you
you.
how much I love this project. I want you to talk to me a little bit about, because I know you put EPs out these past couple of years, but this is like your
Yeah.
first project in like, it's like 4-ish years, right?
Yeah. I about to say first album in like 4 years.
So,
It's the debut album from RCA. So yeah.
which is amazing. So why is this your first album in 4 years? Why did you wait so long to put out like a full project?
We just wanted everything to be right for real. Like we've done my manager talked to me about this all the time. Cause like I get antsy and I get like discouraged from time to time. But then I look at how much we've been able to do without an album. You know what I mean? Like I put out EPs and mixtapes and we done been on like 6 tours. You know what I
Right.
mean? So we've done a lot without an album. So we just wanted to build it up to the point where it just felt right at the time. Yeah, I mean, and we've gotten here after the tours, after the Revenge of the Dream and shit, like all of that, it felt like the right time.
And you got a lot of dope records on top of dope features on the album. It's just like everything just kind of came together perfectly for the project. So so the first thing I want to address is Give Me Your Money, because I saw you tweeted that you needed City Girls and Megan on it. And when I was listening to the record Wednesday when it dropped, I was like, I thought that that was like a City Girl sample you had in the back.
Nah. All right. So I pulled a little yacht.
You said I got a story for this shit. All right,
bro. Like, all right, that's the track I was the most interested in seeing the reception for it. Cause like I think for me that's the furthest thing from anything else I done did as far as like my discography goes. Like that's a twerk anthem. I ain't made no shit like that ever. So like I wrote the whole song, wrote the whole thing in its entirety. But I got my homegirl Blair. She's the one who's the voice on it. Yeah, I mean, when she was at the crib, we just put her on there, had her come downstairs and do it, and she killed that shit.
Bro, she sounds just like it literally sounds just like the City Girls on there, bro.
Bro, like Megan Thee Stallion is her spirit animal, bro. Like she's here. She is those people.
That would be dope to see to get City Girls on that shit. Cause at this point it's just, you're just like, look, the record's already laid out for you. It's just you just gotta do some shit with it.
Yeah, hop on this motherfucker and do what you do. Like they do that shit. That's they lane. So yeah, that should be crazy.
And you gotta just manifesting it at this point. Just like how I saw your tweet and I was like, I want to interview this dude, and now here we are. It's like you manifested this into the world.
Yes, sir. It's gonna be the same way. We already know some of the same people, so I'm plugging it already.
You said you already like, yo, bro, you already like right into like the album just came out and you already like, you're like, all right, here's what we're gonna do next.
We're moving. I want this album to live for a long time. So I'm about to say we're trying to stay on it the best way possible.
And
especially
I think
in the time we're in.
Oh yeah, how does it feel dropping this project during this time? Like I'm sure, I feel like every interview I ask this question.
Yeah.
But everybody has a different answer, everybody has a different response. But how does it feel, and was it part of the plan to put it out now?
Hell nah, this shit weird as fuck. I'm not even gonna lie to you, dude. All this shit weird. Like half the shit we had planned, we can't do. It was like touring and all of that. That's dead. So we can't go out and actually touch people with the music. But we're kind of treating it like the Wild Wild West right now.
I mean, you're doing a good job social media wise. I feel like social media wise, you're doing a great job promoting it.
Shit, we in the house. Like I'm sitting here with these 4 walls all day. I ain't got nothing but time to be on the internet cracking jokes. So yeah, so we're gonna figure it out.
And if they get it to number 1, you're gonna show them your titties real hard.
Hell yeah, what?
I'm on there. For context, and I realized I wasn't recording when we was joking about this. But like you posted on your IG, you said the same shit Doja Cat said. I know out of context that was real weird, but
I was just thinking about it like, man, somebody just hear this without hearing the
without seeing the tweet first. They're gonna take it out of context.
Listen, bro, I'm here. You know what I'm saying? I ain't backing out on my word. I'm a man of my word. Get it to number 1, it's up. It's up. We're going full shirtless. Yeah, we out here.
You said IG Live, I got y'all. You're gonna just bow, done. And I have to tell you also, like on top of Give Me Your Money, like the joint with Black is so fire. And I love how I took a deeper listen to it. I looked at the lyrics and I was trying to I wanted to get a better sense of what you were talking about on the record.
Yeah.
And on the record, you're like, I know it's like you're talking about like your emotional growth in relationships and whatnot. And like you kind of keep arguing with yourself, like where did this what's the word I'm looking for? I had the lyric written down. what the fuck am I supposed to tell you, like, what I want, and how am I supposed to tell you that I love you? So talk to me about, like, this, like, emotional, like, I guess, growth that you showed with this track.
It's shit that we all go through, dog. I don't even know if, like, the growth is necessarily the conclusion of all of that is there, because it's still shit that we all deal with today. You know what I mean? Like, we come from households, like, I know it's real cliche, but, like, a lot of us come from households where the parent thing didn't work. Right. Some of us didn't even have both parents in the household. Some of us had them at one point in time. Then they split, divorced. So we've never really seen a close picture of what love really is or what love really should be. So we kind of wing it on our own and try to figure it out. And a lot of the things that are set up as far as, like, society goes, shit, when we kids, shit, boys are taught, goddamn, and go out here and fuck all these hoes, you the man. You know what I mean? It ain't no real emotional thing. You talk, if you cry, you a bitch, this, that, and the third. So it's a whole bunch of little stigmas that build up and kind of make you reclusive to that type of thing. Like, I mean, we don't really embrace love like that. It seems a weakness. So once you do break down that door, you meet somebody that you do actually have those type of feelings for, it's hard to really, like, actually explain that shit to them or show it to them, but you'll never have to do it, ever. Right. So, yeah.
And I love Black on the joint too, and, like, you know, the joke on Twitter, and, you know, you on Twitter a lot, so you get it. Like, that having when you get Black on a song, that's like a whole, like, he has his own genre. You know what I'm saying?
That nigga, man, his features. I went back and listened to his features, like, from last year and the ones from this year so far. Bro,
stupid.
He's on a run, and I don't think folks talking about it enough because he real low key, but. He's on a crazy little run right now.
And even that last project he dropped last year, you know, with the J. Cole feature on it, that project is, like, one of my favorite projects of 2019.
Yeah.
And he killed your feature too.
He kills everyone.
How'd you get him on the project? Because I feel like, you know, that's like you saying, like, he kills everything. Like, that's a big feature to have.
Yeah. Me and bro went on tour. I went on tour with him. This was like late 2018. So, yeah, it was me, him, and Summer Walker.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And then Summer left, it was about halfway, a little over halfway through the tour. And then Ari Lennox came on.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, we all toured together for a minute. I was there for, like, 2 months.
Low-key, that's a pretty legendary tour now when you talk about it.
Hell yeah, man. Like, it was fun. As far as, like, capacity, it's the biggest tour I've been on so far.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
And I love the Miguel joint too. And, you know, my girl is such a big Miguel fan that I sent her the record, and she's like, oh, this is dope. She's like, this is great. So I had to send it to her because she's such a Miguel. She's like, I love this. She listened to a few more songs off the joint. She was talking about how much she loved your project too. So talk to me about this Miguel record, and Saint Beauty's also on it too, which is great, and it just kind of brought the record together. So talk to me about that project, that record.
Man, it came together. Actually, crazy enough, me and Miguel have never met in person.
Oh, this is all like through.
Yeah. I'm about to say, me and him are signed to the same label. So once I had signed, he hit me up. I think like almost a week after I inked the deal, hit me up and told me he really fucked with my music. And from there, me and him just kind of been talking on and off through the years. It's been like 2 years. So we've been talking on and off. He's been giving me insight about certain shit in the game, this, that, and the third. And that's not the first record we have. Like we got some more. So yeah.
Oh, you got some more joints in the stash with him.
Yeah.
That's crazy. What's it must be like getting a text like you signed to the label, and then you just get a text from Miguel one day and he's just like, yo, I love your music, and you're just like,
it's wild. It's some wild shit. It wasn't a text, it was an Instagram DM, but still.
Oh, so like, same thing.
Still. But like even going as far as like just saying like how official that shit felt. When I told my mom about the project, I was telling her all the features. I was like, Jid. She was like, okay, cool. You want to tour with him? That's cool. She was like, Black. She was like, oh, yeah, you want to tour with him too? That's cool. I was like, who else? Saint Beauty. I told her Nudie. She was like, yeah. I said, Miguel. Bro, she almost flipped the fucking table. What? She was geeked.
Because Miguel, like, transcends, like, you know, he hits, like, our age group of, like, you know, 20s. But then, like, people in their, like, 30s, 40s, 50s, they all know Miguel. You know what I'm saying?
They love him. Love him.
I can only imagine your mom freaking out in like the kitchen. You like, all right, so who I got on it, and you like Miguel, and she was like, she dropped everything she was doing. She's like, what the fuck?
Miguel, like yeah, Miguel. She's about to fuck up the whole damn kitchen, dog. Silverware, everything, everywhere.
And on that song, you was talking like a lot. You was talking like a lot of shit, you know. And I feel like one of the lines that stuck out to me, you was talking about like preaching money is the root of all evil, but ask for money.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, wow, because like I feel that as someone whose parents were are deep into faith and going to church every weekend and whatnot. And I had always thought that because, you know, like when you grow up a child of parents who are really into going to church and doing this and all this stuff with all that, you kind of look at things a little differently because, you know, you're like, why are we giving these people this money all the time? You know what I'm saying? And I feel like you were really like, you were questioning that. And I was like, oh, I can relate to this on the project.
Yeah, man. I'm about to say, like, me and a couple of my partners, we had a conversation. This was like some months ago. It was just discussing like faith and religion. Hey, you gotta sit down and ask yourself the question at certain times. Like, if my parents weren't Baptist or Christian or whatever their faith was, then I wouldn't be that. So yeah, I mean, It gets to the point where you get older and you kind of start asking questions about certain things because you want to find what fits you, not what was necessarily passed down to you. Yeah, I mean, like if my parents were Buddhist, that may not be what I need in my life. You know what I mean? As I get older and I discover things I like and, you know what I'm saying, my mindset, Buddhism might not be it for me. It may be Hinduism. It may be Islam. It may be Christianity, whatever it is. Or it may be just a spiritual journey like of my own, a personal relationship with God or whatever it is. So I think it's important for folks to find what works for them in every aspect, not even just religion, like relationships, all that. If it works for you, cool. As long as it's not hurting nobody, you know what I'm saying? You ain't out here killing nobody, wilding out, raping nobody, and shit like that. Do what works for you and be happy. Don't worry about what everybody else got to say about it.
Yeah, I love that, bro. Yeah, like I've had conversations like that with my people too. You know, it's like it's just, you know, we were not forced upon it, but like it's like, yo, like when you're 7 years old and your parents are like, you got to go to Sunday school. What are you gonna do? Say no?
You going?
Yeah, you going? You can't say no.
Yeah.
So it's hard to like look at it and then, you know, like now that I'm an adult, I don't be going to church with them like that. Like now I can make the conscious decision where it's like I'm only gonna go to church when I feel like it, because like it's like they press it on you so much as a child that as you get older you're like, oh, I kind of feel burnt out. You know what I'm saying?
You don't even want to do it no more.
And like, yeah, you feel good when you leave, but then like when you're there, you like, damn, maybe I could be sleeping right now, or you're like, or like the night before you went out, and then you like, oh man, you like now I'm in this church right now, and I'm hungover, and I'm already sinning, and God already looking at me like I'm crazy. You know what I'm saying? So like, I feel like what you were saying was facts, and I just realized that fucking, what is this you got behind you? You got a Hornet with black Air Force Ones.
Oh yeah, that's the murder Hornet smoking a black and mild with the forces. Yeah. Yeah.
I noticed the black and mild, but I did not notice that the black Air Force Ones.
The murder Hornet. The Atlanta murder Hornet.
Does this signify anything for you? Because
I just found that shit. I just like it.
You just in the crib and you like, I don't want to show the background. I'm gonna put a murder Hornet instead.
I got hella background. I forgot that shit was back there.
Yeah, and you know what? This is a good segue into the Shadow Man's interlude, which I just had to talk to you about because when I was listening to it when it came out, I was like, I was in real life tears. I might have been a little smacked when I heard it, but
it's all good. Ain't no judgment here.
But when you were like, when you were talking about like the tows and the truck, and then you were like, oh yeah, my man said call a tow truck. I was like, boo, but I was also like dying at the same time.
That was my partner. Deante. His name is Deante Clay. We was all high at the crib, and we just decided to like try and make skits for the album, and that's one of them that came from it. And we decided to keep. I love it. Yeah, appreciate it. So we said that shit, bro. We was in there dying, dog.
Like it makes no sense in the context of the album, but then like when you hear it, you're not even mad about it. Once you get to the end, you like, you know what? That was a good interlude because it made me laugh, and then it kind of brings you back in. You know how some people get like third act, like they're just like they start checking out at the end. Yeah. That shit like brings you back in, and you're like, oh, that was funny. All right, let me continue listening.
Thank you. So I'm glad that shit worked out because a lot of people have been fucking with the interlude.
Nah, bro, the interlude was amazing, and I was a big fan of it. So I also wanted to ask you. So we spoke about. So you're Grammy nominated. I forgot to mention that at the beginning for Revenge of the Dreamers 3. And you know, I'm sure you've been asked about this a lot, so I'm not gonna like, you know, you don't have to say too much about it. But how did the time working on that project come about? Like, how'd you get the invite? How many songs did you do on it?
Okay. I think I did, if I'm not mistaken, I did like 16 verses.
Okay, and only one came out.
Yeah, only one came out so far. Like, me and Kaz got some shit. I got some shit over a Take Keith beat that's nuts. Me, Smino, Buddy, and Guap got some shit. Like, it's a whole bunch of features that I haven't really gotten the no, take it back. I got the Smino, and Buddy song, but a lot of the other ones I haven't heard since their creation.
Damn.
It's like they had them flash drives, and at the end of the sessions, E grabbed them motherfuckers up and took them shits, and he was out. So everything else he worked on from there. He kind of like chopped the songs down and made them into what y'all heard for the actual project.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Like, folks don't know, like, you've heard Down Bad.
Of course.
Down Bad had like 15 verses on it originally.
Really?
Yes. Yes. Like, Down Bad was recorded in the A room of the studio we were in. We were in the studio called Tree Sounds. Okay. Biggest fuck. It has like 15 rooms. But the A room is the biggest one. So it was maybe 30 people in there while Down Bad was being recorded.
Wow.
And at least 20 of them were rappers, and all of us damn near hopped on that song.
Oh, so you even have a Down Bad verse?
Hell yeah. And like, it got cut for the end. So like, that was the kind of feeling it was inside the sessions. Like, it was like the dream team, basically. Take Michael Jordan, Magic Johnson, all those guys, Charles Barkley. It's elite niggas in here, and they all just trying to put up their shots. And whoever get the points wins. Whoever doesn't, cool. You go back for another basket right after on the next play, and you just keep trying to put up shots.
Which was crazy, because I remember when all the invites went out and I saw all of them. I think there was one, it was like, I think it was Swizz and Black. And I was like, oh, dope, like Swizz and Black are going to have shit. And obviously those songs exist and they're out there. And I think the Black song came out on the deluxe, if I'm not mistaken. But I remember when the initial project came out, I'm like, hey, yo, why they lie to me? Where's Swizz? Like, yo, they promised me a Swizz beat record on this shit, and they ain't no Swizz beat record. You know what I'm saying? So, like, shit like that. But once you like what you were saying, where you learn more about the project as it comes out, you learn how dope, the creation of it was, you're like, I can't even be mad at it, because, like, like, bro, y'all did your thing. Y'all have fun with it. So
it's hella shit, dog. Like, if I'm not mistaken, don't quote me on this, but I know there's over 130 songs that were made for sure. Like, out of everybody in there all together during that 10-day process, I know 130 songs were made.
Damn. And you probably won't ever see your verses again unless they just release Revenge of the Dreamers 4.
Man, I done talked to Eve a couple times. He got to go and find them, because I know for the Take Keith joint, Kai's supposed to hop on it, and somebody else supposed to hop on it, but I'm not sure. But I need to get those songs from him. Matter of fact, I'm going to hit him up after this interview.
You said these is too hard for me not to have in the stash.
Bro, that Take Keith shit, I still hear it in my head. Bro, like, and that was last year, January. I can still hear the song. I can still hear the beat. I love that shit.
Now, this is like a weird question, but do you feel like that's a hit, that record that you did?
What? Yes, bro. Like, and it's just somewhere out in the world, and I haven't heard it since.
Somewhere on a flash drive in some drawer.
I'm pissed.
I'm sorry. I feel like I riled you up, and you better text Eve, like, be like, I just got off this interview, and he brought up this record, and now I want the fucking record.
I'm in Eve inbox right after this with all the smoke.
Find out find the fucking flash drive in the drawer and send that shit to me ASAP. So what else do people got to know, man? What else you got coming out with this project? I know you got a few visuals out already.
Yeah.
What else you got coming? Do you have some more stuff like in the stash that you're going to release, or what's up?
We got hella shit in the stash, dog. Like, we got videos coming from the album. Depending on how long we in quarantine, we're going to have another album before the end of the year. Like, if we stuck in the house for the rest of this year, I'm dropping another album.
Bro, Uzi on his third album, Bad Bunny on his second album. Like, at this point, it's like, yo, fuck it. You know what I'm saying?
Might as well. I'm about to say, because we got hella music. Like, if I wanted to drop another album now, I could. But I want to take some time, craft it out more, and figure it out. But if we in the crib, shit, I ain't got nothing but time to do that. So I'm going to drop another one. But yeah, for now, Better is out. Enjoy that. We're going to put these videos out, and we're going to keep promoting it, because I really love this project. I'm really happy that it's finally out in the world.
Hey, yo, I am so happy that your Project 2000 World 2, I'm a big fan of it. It's crazy. This week I've talked to a few artists, and I feel like this week and music that's come out this week and last week have been my favorite, like, albums of the quarantine. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been really fucking with your project, Book 600. I did a interview with Kiana Lede not long ago, and she was one of my favorite albums of that month. So I appreciate your project being out. And Code of the Friend, his album comes out in like 2 weeks.
Yeah, it should. Yeah, I'm about to say in like the 22nd or something like that.
Yeah, but have you heard it yet?
I gotta check that out.
Oh, it's good vibes. It's good vibes. I got to hear it, and we did a little interview that's gonna come out on the day that the album comes out.
Yeah.
But it's a good album, and like
that's fire.
Everybody I talked to this week has had like a solid project. So again, like I want to thank you for helping me manifest the idea that came in my head 2 weeks ago to chop it up about this project.
I'm glad it all aligned.
Yeah, bro. I'm glad it all aligned too. Let the people know where they gotta follow you at. Anything else they gotta know.
Oh yeah, y'all can find me. My name is Deante Hitchcock. Y'all can find me on Instagram, Twitter at Deante VH. That's DeanteVH. And like I said, Instagram, Twitter, Black People Meet. You know what I'm saying? Like my Pornhub account, we on all that. You feel me? Go follow me. My album's out now. Better. Go download it. It's everywhere. Apple Music, Spotify, YouTube, shit. Everywhere you can find music. Waffles are better than pancakes. Tacos the greatest food ever. And yeah, that's it.
And if you get the album to #1, he'll show you his titties real hard.
Yes, I will. Doja Cat. Yes, I will. I'm a man of my word.
My guy, Deante Hitchcock on the radar. Thank you, brother.
Much love, man. Appreciate it.